There's 104 days of summer vacation, and school comes along just to end it. What's up, guys? I'm DK Wrestler, and in today's video, we're going to be discussing about the first set of Funko Pop leaks for the year of 2025. So let's get right to it. So the first set of leaks we have are anime related with One Piece Biddy Pops, holiday themed pops for Naruto and Demon Slayer, Sakamoto Days, a regular set of Demon Slayer pops, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure pops. Pretty interesting that we actually are diving into the route of holiday themed pops for anime now, so this should be interesting. Speaking of more holiday pops, we got holiday pops for Marvel, Disney Princess, and Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Yeah, pretty interesting selection of holiday pops, especially a horror themed holiday set. We got ourselves a set of Home Alone 2 pops with Kevin, Harry on fire, and Marvin paint covered. Of course, with the recent set that we had gotten last year, I believe it was based off of the first movie. Now we have pops based off of the second movie, so I can only assume that the Kevin McAllister will be as you normally see him in the movie, with the green jacket and his beanie, or here in Canada we call it a toque. Kris Kringle with Topper from Santa Claus is coming to town. It's always pretty cool to see some holiday pops that aren't, of course, what I mentioned a little bit ago, something that's actually related to the Christmas holidays. Human Sylve from Species. Now I have no idea what Species is, but after reading some of the comments on Scarlet Joker's post, it is celebrating their 30th anniversary, so I guess it makes sense that this year we would get Species Funko Pops. Next up is a new set of Star Trek Funko Pops with characters such as Data and Moopsy. And even though I'm not really a fan of Star Trek, unlike Star Wars, the one thing that I do like about this set is, from what it looks like on this list, is that it's characters from different Star Treks. So they're really expanding the different Star Treks with this new wave, which I do enjoy. A set of pops for the Powerless trilogy. Once again, I have no idea what this is besides reading the comments where they state that this is basically a book. Next up is a pop premium of Max with Scepter from Where the Wild Things Are. Now, Where the Wild Things Are is a license that had a set of pops way back in the day, and it falls along with those old licensors that Funko seems to be getting the license for back and making pops for the fans that could never obtain the original ones from back in the day. Then for Harry Potter, we got ourselves a set of pops that includes Harry with Hourglass, Hermione, Dumbledore, Luna in dress, Puking Pastels Girl, Dark Mark, and a pop premium of Horace Slughorn. I'm not surprised that, of course, we're getting more Harry Potter pops, but what I do like about this set is that a lot of these pops are based off of either the Half-Blood Prince or the Deathly Hallows, two book/movies that rarely get pops as it is. Ugly Betty. Now, this is something that I honestly totally forgot about, and I'm actually glad that Funko is going to make some Ugly Betty pops, and I'm sure there's not going to be one, there's probably not going to be two, but there's probably going to be like 3 or 4, because there's probably going to be a common, maybe it's a common with the chase, so that counts as 2, probably like a Funko Shop exclusive or like a Hot Topic exclusive, and you probably know that at some point there's going to be a Comic-Con exclusive. Then going down kind of the horror route, as we have pops for Rocky Horror Picture Show, House of a Thousand Corpse, Sweeney Todd, and Sleepy Hollow. So once again, with a lot of these pops being older licenses they did previously, including Rocky Horror Picture Show, which my co-host MD Shady always mentions about the fact that he could have gotten the original set when it was much cheaper, and now it's so expensive. And of course, if you can never obtain that OG Captain Spaulding that is super expensive on the secondary market, of course, there's now going to be a new one for the newer fans that couldn't obtain it originally. A new set of Buffy the Vampire Slayer pops featuring Buffy with Scythe and Willow Vampire. This one time at band camp, I stuck a flute up someone's. All jokes aside, I know you probably got my reference from the fact that the actress that plays Willow also plays Michelle in the American Pie series, and that's basically where I base that off of, because I have yet to see Buffy the Vampire Slayer, so my only thing that I can gravitate towards that is that I know who the actress is that plays Willow. But pretty cool that within the last year, Buffy the Vampire Slayer has gotten a new set of pops. A 2-pack of the Emerald City Players from Wicked. Now, I'm not surprised to see more Wicked pops, considering of how successful successful the movie has been, especially people using like the template of the one song for various TikToks and YouTube shorts. A new set of Funko Fusion Pops are set to come out with Invincible in the black and blue suit with a bloody chase, Colonel Sanders with a golden chase, Freddy Fazbear with a zombie chase, and Mega Man with a zombie chase. So the Invincible Pop was actually confirmed during the Funko Fusion panel at New York Comic Con last October. It's actually a little bit surprising to see Colonel Sanders in this certain lineup, even though I know he was a DLC, but it should be interesting to see a different molding of Colonel Sanders in this case. And then with the other Pops, with the zombie versions, I don't think that it's actually going to be like, let's say, the edified variants we've been getting for quite a bit. I think it's actually like zombie versions because of the Shaun of the Dead level that is featured in the Funko Fusion game, which I only know that thanks to Top Pops, who has been making some Funko Fusion content. Astrobot. So I'm going to assume that this is a newer version that isn't related to the one that was available for pre-order on the Funko shop that also has that QR code sticker. Protagonist from Metaphor. So if I'm not mistaken, Metaphor was the video game that is the runner-up from Astrobot's win as Game of the Year. It is still cool that if maybe you wanted Metaphor to win and they don't get the Funko Pop here, you're still going to be able to get that specific Funko Pop, a new set of Kingdom Hearts Pops. Now this is pretty cool. I remember playing, I don't want to say it's the first game because I think that came out, I think in like 2002 for like the PS1, but I think it was like whatever version had came out for like the original Xbox One. I believe that's how I played it. Cool to see Kingdom Hearts back in the Funko Pop world. A set of Fallout Pops, which is pretty sweet. Of course, we've had tons of Pops of Fallout for the video game, but now we have Pops coming out for the Amazon Prime series, which is still really cool, especially because I've heard nothing but good things about this series, which I'm gonna have to watch eventually. A new set of Pokemon Pops featuring Ninetales, Absol, and Rowlet. So I know a little bit about the last two Pokemons, but it's Ninetales that I know very well. For DC Comics, we got the Batman Who Laughs, Robin King, and Saint Batman. Now I am intrigued to see what this Robin King looks like because of the photo template that is used for this leak. Marvel Strange Tales Pops that features Pops including Ghost Rider, Morbius, and Mephisto. And what's really cool about this set of Pops that features a lot of Marvel characters that I don't even think have Pops in the Marvel lineup. Like I don't remember there ever being a Mephisto Pop. Monster High. Now I know they recently released a set of Pops for the Retro Toys lineup, so I am going to assume that these new Pops are also going to be an extension to that Retro Toys line. A new set of Garfield Pops featuring Cowboy Garfield, Odie, and Nermal. Once again, pretty cool that we're getting some new Garfield Pops. Pops of Scooby-Doo and Shaggy with 3D glasses and popcorn. Now these are some okay Pops, I guess. I know that they did this, I believe, with Gremlins with Gizmo and Stripe, if I'm not mistaken, so it seems like that approach where they're going to take two characters and add 3D glasses and popcorn to them. I don't really see many people getting them unless, I actually can't even remember your name, there is a fan that always comments on our videos that really likes Scooby-Doo Pops, and I can see him actually getting these Pops. We got Streetwear and Festival Lola Bunny Pops. Not a bad idea to see some more Lola Bunny Pops. This next one had a lot of people hyped, including myself, a set of Land Before Time Pops that features characters such as Littlefoot, Ducky, and a 6-inch Sharptooth. This I am absolutely pumped for. I remember watching Land Before Time as a kid, and I am so glad that we're actually getting Pops for this movie now. I feel like this is honestly long overdue, so I can't wait to see these in stores. Next up, we have the Casper Movie Pops featuring Casper with a human form Chase, Cat, and the 3-pack of the Ghostly Trio. So when the original Casper Pop had released, I was a bit disappointed because it wasn't for the live action movie, and I believe it was for the original animation. But now it seems like, because I think this year is the anniversary of that original movie, that we are getting Pops for this movie, and I cannot wait. We have new Pops of Zim and Gur from Invader Zim, which I guess is pretty cool. For Courage the Cowardly Dog, we have a Yelling Courage and Fred. Pretty cool that we are still getting more Pops for this set, but I'm really surprised that they are going to be commons. We got a new set of Last Ronin Pops. Didn't we just talk about last week on the channel of a set of Last Ronin Pops? So I'm a little surprised that we're getting more as we just got a set announced. For Adventure Time, we got Fiona Campbell and Cake. Now, these characters were originally made back in the day for the original set of Adventure Time Pops, and these definitely had skyrocketed in price once they had the spin-off show of Fiona and Cake. So I guess it is cool once again, especially because this week we did have the release of the Adventure Time Funko Series 2 NFTs, which speaking of that, you can check out our video that we released yesterday on the channel about that it is cool that we're gonna get remakes of these characters. Next up is a set of Ben 10 Pops that features Ben Tennyson and Heat Blast. Finally, we get some Ben 10 Pops that aren't that Alien Force Ben 10 that we had gotten for New York Comic Con. We actually have what seems to be OG Ben 10. Really awesome, and this is honestly like a perfect 2-pop only set. And last but not least, as I teased in the beginning, we're finally getting Phineas and Ferb Pops featuring Phineas, Ferb, and Agent P. Perry. Man, this is absolutely amazing. Of course, we've had the teasers of Wizards of Waverly Pops, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody Pops. We did get shows like That's So Raven, Hannah Montana, and Lizzie McGuire as a part of the Disney 100 set, so I felt it was only a matter of time before we finally got Pops from one of the more popular Disney Channel shows of the mid-2000s, being Phineas and Ferb. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video of the recent Funko Pop leaks, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know down below on what you're most excited about from these leaks, and I hope to see you guys on another video here on the channel. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here.